this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation following. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, please bless our elected officials. Grant them the wisdom to know and the courage to do what is right for all citizens. Amen.
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 Roll call, please.
Allen? Here. Green?
Yes.
LaFour?
Here.
Mistravich?
Here.
Rendell?
Here.
Ricks?
Here.
Warren?
Here.
Approval of minutes for the City Council regular meeting of May 2nd. Motion be in order.
I'll make the motion.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We also have the City Council budget workshop minutes from the same evening on May 2nd. Is there a motion for those minutes?
I'll make the motion.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. Any discussion? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We have audience comments on any non-agenda items. Carl, you're on the agenda tonight. Did you have anything else that you'd like to? Okay, when we get to that, we will come to you. Adoption of agenda. Mr. City Manager, any changes?
Yes, I'd like to have council to consider adding item 8, consideration of confirming the appointment of the city clerk, human resource assistant. And I have passed out that agenda item tonight at the table, as well as emailed it out to everyone.
Thank you. City Council, any changes? Is there a motion to amend the agenda?
I'll make the motion.
Support.
All in favor, any discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Consent agenda. Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. There's no discussion on the motion. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to items for consideration, which we have 8 on the amended agenda. The first is second reading and adoption of ordinance number 156-31, solar collectors. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider giving second reading and adopting ordinance 156-31, which amends section 7.04 of the solar collectors and similar facilities ordinance. The current solar ordinance limits the total area of solar collectors to 32 square feet, which is very restrictive. The average variance request that our BZA has been reviewing over the last couple of months is between 400 and 500 square feet. The BZA and Planning Commission have done a lot of research on this. Planning Commission held a public hearing on the ordinance that's before you, and since our introduction and first reading to this meeting, I don't believe we received any comments from the public. Our recommendation is to go along with the Planning Commission, who recommended that you approve this ordinance, and previous council action on May 2nd, you did give introduction and first reading.
Thank you. Troy, was there anything you wanted to add to that?
Just thank you to the Planning Commission and Board of Zoning Appeals while we were working on it. So.
Is there a motion?
I make a motion to give second reading and adopt ordinance 156-31, which amends section 7.04, solar collectors and similar facilities, to update how and where solar collectors are permitted.
Support.
It's been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Being the second reading, there's been quite a bit of discussion already. Planning Commission has done a good job of going over this with Troy and his department and City Manager, and I think we've got a good document here based on another community that has had it for a while and has worked well for them as far as we have been able to tell. So it's a big start from a 4x8 that was on our books.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will work out great. And we already have, was it 3 that we had in the last
Yes.
so many months that applied?
Yeah, November, January, and March.
Yeah, so, okay. If there's nothing else, Carl, anything on this? No. Okay, back to the table. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 2, consideration of special event request, FREESTAR Bank, park use. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider approving a special event request from FREESTAR Financial Credit Union to use the pavilion and area of BB Street Park around the pavilion and community center for a community welcoming event, both for their customers and for anyone from the community that wants to come out and meet the new people at FREESTAR Financial Credit Union. Listed in the background brief are several of the items that they'll be holding around that area, and the rec department did review this at their May 3rd meeting and approved a motion to forward it to City Council.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the special event app from FREESTAR Financial Credit Union for the use of BB Street Park Pavilion and nearby area for the community welcome event on Saturday, May 21st from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. with the event to be scheduled to take place between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Discussion? I hope they have a successful opening here. And I said FREESTAR Bank, it is FREESTAR Financial Credit Union.
Yes.
Not bank. I'm also very happy to see that they have engaged a local restaurant that does do catering for their event in the park. Any other discussion? Anything? Back to the table. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 3 is consideration of special event request, CHAPS Car Show. Mr. City Manager?
The City Council is scheduled to consider approving a special event request from CHAPS Food and Spirits new owners, Brianne and Craig Laporte, to host a classic car show on Saturday, July 30th, 2022, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., utilizing the city's and CHAPS portion of the Forest Street parking lot and a portion of Monroe Street from Forest up to the bank drive-through. Attached is a map showing what those areas represent. I have met with Brianne and Craig to go through this. They've tweaked their event application a little bit. Currently, there will not be any alcohol served at the car show, but it's an event to kind of bring people out, have them at the car show, and then the people can go into CHAPS to have their food or alcohol. With that, I believe Brianne's father is here tonight. Should you have any questions?
Carl, would you like to make any kind of a presentation?
Sure. I mean, Brianne.
Would you use the microphone so they can hear you at home?
Oh, I'm on oh, no, thanks.
Cameras all over.
Oh, nice.
You get all your good angles,
How's my
too.
4 hairs looking?
Yeah, nothing back there.
So I'm Carl Miller. Been in the town for 31 years. Brianne is my daughter, and Craig is my son-in-law. They've came to me about 8 months ago, and Dad, we want to buy CHAPS, and we want to do some things with Richmond. We want to make it a community effort. We want to involve the stores. We want to involve people. We want to get them in. We want to do more livening up for downtown Richmond. So they came up with this idea of the car show. And I like it. I mean, they're going to give 3 places, first, second, and third. They'll give trophies, get some other community or other storefronts in town to maybe donate things, be a sponsor, so we get the whole community in there so that people maybe during the car show can wander around downtown Richmond and see some new stores maybe that they haven't seen before. I don't know. That's what her goal is in this whole CHAPS deal, is to actually make it a community goal orientation, just an exciting time to be downtown again. They want to go back to their roots of the original hotel and, eventually open up all 3 floors. That's neither here nor there. But the car show is going to be at that parking lot, and all classic cars, new cars are all invited to come. So that's pretty much what we got going on.
Very good. Thank you. Is there a motion?
Sorry, just before motion. The motion that was provided was early on. They had asked that their alternate date be their main date. So if you look at the motion, it
July
says
30th.
July 30th. That really should be up in the main part of the motion, July 30th. That's the
Yeah.
main date now.
Okay. Is there consideration with an alternate date
That'll be up.
past July 30th?
I
So-
could, if you need to, I can talk to her about it.
Yeah. You can always bring that back to us.
Sure.
You know, it's a ways off, but probably need approval. I'm assuming if it looks like bad weather,
Gotcha.
you
Okay.
can't, cars won't come out, so.
All right, we'll get an alternative date set up for you guys and bring it back.
Okay, does everybody understand that on the motion? Okay, let's have the motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the special event request from CHAPS Food and Spirits to host a classic car show on Saturday, July 30th, 2022, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., utilizing the city and CHAPS portion of Forest Street parking lot and Monroe Street from Forest up to the bank drive-through.
Support.
The car show actually starts at 11.
11?
I was giving them some time to set up.
Set up.
Okay,
Set up time.
Yeah, I talked about that with Brianne, sorry. It's, yes, the car show is from 11, but I was saying 10 so that it takes a while to get them parked in there and stuff.
Will
Yep.
you support down there?
I supported.
Support, okay. Okay. All right, any other discussion here? Great idea. Glad to see some fresh life going back into the CHAPS building, Richmond Hotel, whatever.
These guys are excited. They really, really are. I've never seen my daughter so pumped about anything before.
Yeah.
Craig as well, too. They're really excited, so.
Yeah, we met with them the other day, and you could just feel that, let's go, and it's like, that's what we want to see in our downtown, is more events like that throughout the year.
Exactly. That's what she wants to do. She's already hosted the choir dinner. She had shut the whole bar down, just to have the whole choir come
Oh.
down and take care of them and put a buffet on for them. She's shut it down for other things too, for the community, so.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot more of that, I think, with Brianna. She's been born and raised in this town, and she's been here 31 years, so it's my girl.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Anything else from the council? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Good luck.
Thanks.
Item number 4 is consideration of special event request, STARR Brewery, June dates. Mr. City Manager.
City Council is scheduled to consider a special event request for mobile food vendors from STARR Brewery to have mobile food vendors on Friday, June 10th from 6 to 10:30 for Polish Mania, and Friday, June 24th, 6 to 10:30 for Bubba's Barbecue. On both June 10th and June 24th, StarCraft will have live outdoor music playing between the buildings, and the area between the buildings will be available for people to sit outside.
Is there a motion before discussion?
I make a motion to approve the special event request for mobile food vendors from StarCraft Brewery to have a mobile food vendor on the following schedule: Friday, June 10th, 6 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., Polish Mania; Friday, June 24th, 6 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., Bubba's Barbecue.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any discussion? I again will be voting no. There's 2 food places right there, and one that's just opened that I believe can take care of the food needs at that time of day. So I will again vote no on the food truck. Any other comments? Any participation, Carl, on this? Back to the table? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Nay?
Nay.
2 nays. Motion does pass. Good luck to them on their day. Item number 5 is consideration of special event request, Lois Wagner Memorial Library Summer Reading Program. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider a special event request for a mobile food vendor from the Lois Wagner Memorial Library to have one mobile food vendor, Kona Ice, on Wednesday, August 17th from 1 to 2 p.m. The food truck is part of the library's end-of-summer reading program. Anyone completing the 8-week reading program will be invited to the party, which will include snow cones.
Is there a motion before discussion?
I make a motion to approve the special event request for a mobile food vendor from the Lois Wagner Memorial Library to have Kona Ice truck on Wednesday, August 17th from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. for the summer reading program party.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion on this one? I will be supporting this. Don't anybody shudder here, but it is, what is it, ice? You can't buy
Kona
that in
Ice.
town, far as I know, and it's a very small venue there. I don't have a problem. It's been
Can't
done
get it at
historically there, and I don't believe it has any ill effect on our brick and mortar businesses in town, so I will vote for this. Any other comments? Carl, anything? Back to the table? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 6 is consideration of approval for a memorial bench in the park. Mr. City Manager?
The City Council is scheduled to consider approving a memorial bench request from Ann Carfus for her parents, Richard and Linda Cousineau. The request has gone through the Recreation Board at their May meeting, and they passed a motion recommending that council approve the memorial bench.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the purchase of a memorial bench in honor of Richard and Linda Cousineau. Through the donations from the family, and the bench to be purchased from the Perennial Park Products and plaque engraving in the amount of $700.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion on this item? I'd like to thank her. It's a very nice thing to do in honor of her parents. They're longtime residents in the Richmond area. Carl, anything? Back to the table? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 7 is consideration of resignation from Recreation Board. The tongue twister there. Mr. City Manager.
Oh, give me a chance. Council is being requested to consider a resignation of Michelle Aiken from the Recreation Board.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of Michelle Aiken from the Recreation Board.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion? I'd like to thank her for her time on that board. Understand that she is a very, very busy woman at a very up-and-coming business. It's very taxing, is why she is decided that she just does not have the time at this time. She hopes in the future that she'll be able to have more time where she can recommit to that department's commission. Any other discussion? Carl, anything? Back to the table? All in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 8 is city clerk consideration appointment. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider confirming the city manager's appointment of Heather McAllister to the city clerk human resource assistant position in accordance with section 7.3A of the city charter. The city manager convened a city clerk search committee that included Mayor Ricks, Councilor Allen, our building clerk Becky Folk, and also our city assessor Colleen Cargo, as well as myself. We made it through the 25 or so applications that we had, narrowed that down to a finalist group of 5 that we interviewed. And the consensus of the committee was that this was the best candidate to make the offer to. Had certainly the highest ceiling we felt with her abilities, and so I would like to recommend that council confirm that appointment.
Thank you. Is there a motion before discussion?
I'll make a motion to approve and confirm the city manager's appointment of Heather L. McAllister to the position of city clerk / human resource assistant in accordance with section 7.3A of the city charter for an indefinite term to serve at the pleasure of the city manager.
Support. Motion been made and supported. Any discussion?
I forgot to mention that she would be starting June 6th.
I can tell you, we had some great people. We had 26 or 27 applications.
27.
27, and we whittled it down to 5, which was really difficult. And it was difficult to make this choice. But personally, I feel that by far, she is going to be just a great addition to the team that John has in the administration. She brings, I thought, this vibe, this positive.
Very positive.
Oh, it just.
Very friendly.
Yes.
Personable, professional.
Very professional, very intelligent, very articulate person, and well-versed in so many different areas. And there's going to be definitely a learning curve there, and we felt that she was of the abilities that she can learn anything probably very fast. And so I'm extremely happy when I got the call this morning that she accepted, and I think Becky and everybody else in the central office there is, going to find a great partner.
I concur.
In, operating the administrative offices there. So, any other discussion? Carl, anything?
Positivity is a great thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Back to the table. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to miscellaneous matters from the city manager, sir.
I'd just like to thank Melissa Matrazak from Flores Trash to Treasure for doing a nice job this weekend on her vintage market uptown. Also like to thank the mayor for doing a very nice job giving a presentation on the community at Friday's elected officials forum sponsored by the chamber.
Thank you. Council comments. Bob?
Nothing.
John?
Nothing.
Emily?
Nothing, thank
Amy?
you.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Same thing, nothing, thank you.
Wow, you guys are really shooting through. Is it because we already met for an hour and a half before this? We got to go back into workshop? I do have some new announcements here from some of our departments. It's called Downtown Abbey Tea and Trivia Night. It'll be on Wednesday, that's this Wednesday, May 18th at 6 p.m. at the Lois Wagner Memorial Library. It is, I'll read it. Join us in celebrating the newest Downtown Abbey movie release with a night of tea and trivia. Pre-registration is required. Sign up at the circulation desk or call the library at 727-2665 to reserve your spot. Light refreshments will be served. Julianne, you're here tonight. I'm sorry I missed you when we went through the summer thing there. But it was it was a given, Is this, you still have room?
We still have room. There is going to be an article in The Voice about it on Wednesday, so I imagine that'll get some more people. It's our first time doing trivia, so
Okay.
I thought I'd start with a topic that we have a lot of interest in. We had a Downton event a couple years ago, and we had to do a second because it was so big. So.
Great, very good. The Parks and Recreation will have their annual perennial exchange beginning at 9 a.m. on Saturday, May 21st, beginning at 9 a.m. at the Beebe Street Park gazebo. Beginning at 9 a.m., gardeners that have had opportunity to weed out their excess foliage that has grown over the summer months and make room for new varieties of flowering flora by swapping their surplus plants with fellow gardeners for new varieties. In other words, there's going to be some swapping going on there, and they would like you to, if you'd like to bring stuff in, bring it in plastic bags that are clearly marked what it is that you have, or pots. For best trading, the secret there is don't be any later than 9:15. Kind of like your egg, the egg thing there. You're there 5 minutes late, you're out. Just starting out and don't have plans to exchange, that's not a problem. Many gardeners will have plenty to give away. So if there's any questions there, that's 727-3064 for the Parks and Recreation Department. Also, the Memorial Day Parade. We will be hosting a Memorial Day Parade again this year on May 30th at 10 a.m. We will start a parade in Bailey Park on Washington Street. It will go up to Main Street and then go south on Main Street to our Veterans Memorial Park which is between Mariachi's Hall and the Shabby Pig, right there where the city's parking lot is. We'd like to invite local children to show their patriotism and join this year's parade by decorating their bikes, wagons, or themselves in red, white, and blue and participate in the parade. Also, adults with registered golf carts are asked to come, decorate your carts, and join us also for the parade. Anyone interested in participating in this year's parade, there's no registration necessary. Just meet and line up starting at 9:30 a.m. At Bailey Park by the Good Old Days barn there. After we parade to the Veterans Memorial, there will be a ceremony, there will be a speaker, and the whole thing lasts maybe a half an hour, probably. High school band will perform. Jamie, are you going to sing again for us this year?
I haven't been asked.
I'm asking you right now,
I
on TV.
certainly will, Mr. Mayor.
So Jamie will be singing. And so it's just a very nice ceremony. Take time out to honor those that died during the wars. We also will close off Main Street between Monroe and Water Streets during the ceremonies. And so there will be plenty of room to watch, and hopefully we will have a beautiful day for that. We had a lot of people there last year, even with the COVID still kind of in place. And it was very, very nice to see how many people came out. It's a new venue for the city for Memorial Day. We always march down to the cemetery in the north end of town, and it's just become too laborsome for our color guard and others to march to. With our memorial there, it has become, I think, a great place to host our Memorial Day services. So I hope everybody can come out and support our local VFW and our those that died for us. Okay, and the calendar today being the 16th. Small print again.
Not mine.
EDC is meeting on the 19th at 7 o'clock, right here at City Hall. And we will note that it is National Police Week. If you've seen one of our policemen, let them know how much you appreciate what they do for the community. It's very important that we do that. And just not on Police Week, but we should do that all year long. We have a TIFA meeting on the 25th at 7 o'clock right here at City Hall. That leads us into Memorial Weekend. The library will be closed on Saturday the 28th, and everything will reopen on the 31st, Tuesday the 31st. As mentioned, we will have the Memorial Day Parade and services on Memorial Day. Takes us into June. Little League will be having their Grandparents' Day on Saturday, June 4th. The City Council will meet 2 weeks from tonight on June 6th at 7 o'clock right here at City Hall. Is there anything else that we needed to add to the calendar? Okay, being that, we'll move on. Is there any other business of the City Council while we're sitting here? Because we have other business to take care of once we adjourn this meeting. If not, motion to adjourn will be in order.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. There's no discussion on the adjournment motion. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Thanks for being with us.